Last week's Apple keynote gave us more than pricing for the Apple Watch. It gave us a brand new, or make that two brand new Macs. One that is sadly not available yet, and this one. This is the new MacBook Pro 13-inch with Retina display, and it brings new generation chips and something called a Force Touch trackpad. What's going on, everyone? It's Marco Hanna, and welcome to the unboxing and first impressions of Apple's latest 13-inch Pro laptop. The 13-inch MacBook Pro has always been the slightly misfortunate one in my book, always being left out of the quad-core treatment its bigger brother receives every year, but this update only affects the 13-inch model, mainly because the quad-core Broadwell chips are not available yet, but I digress. But enough of us talking, let's go ahead and open up the brand new MacBook Pro 13-inch with Retina display and see what's inside. So after removing the shrink wrap, we can simply lift up the cover and behold sits the 13-inch MacBook Pro. We've all seen this before, and it's pretty much standard Apple. Let's go ahead and lift up the MacBook thanks to the plastic pull strap, and underneath lies the manuals and chargers. This is Apple's 60-watt MagSafe block along with its extension cables. Now taking a look around the Mac itself, and everything seems pretty much normal. It's the same design on the outside, but sadly no space gray or gold can be found here. But we do have all the same ports that, well, let's face it, that most of us need to survive our daily needs. Thankfully, this MacBook Pro does not elect to drop any of its normal MagSafe ports. It's two Thunderbolt ports, two USB 3 ports. We still have a SD card slot and a full-size HDMI port on the opposite side. Now on the inside, things have changed slightly from the 2014 model. First of all, this is the base model for 2.7 GHz dual-core Intel i5 Broadwell chip with turbo boosting up to 3.1 GHz. We also have 8 GB of RAM, and good RAM at that, with a speed of 1866 MHz. Storage-wise, the base model comes with 128 GB of solid-state drive, but you can spec it up all the way up to 1 TB. Now opening the lid reveals its 13.3-inch IPS panel for resolution of 2560 by 1600. This is a Retina display after all. Below that, we have your standard typical Apple keyboard and your not-so-standard trackpad. This is Apple's brand new Force Touch trackpad, and it goes away with the physical button beneath it and elects to go for a haptic feedback motor instead. So what does this mean? Well, to put it in simple terms, when you push down on the trackpad, there is no click, there is no movement. So you might be thinking to yourself, what? How could that be? But I loved Apple trackpads. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the next generation of Apple trackpads. When you have this thing turned on and you use the trackpad, it honestly feels no different from your normal trackpad. I actually had to double check and triple check that I was using the brand new MacBook Pro when I was in the Apple Store before I bought this thing. It's really that good. But because the trackpad feels no different from the last generation trackpad, this MacBook Pro feels no different from the last generation MacBook Pro. Other than the improved chip and slightly better battery life and performance, it's all about the same. And your first impressions would be exactly the same as your previous first impressions of the last generation MacBook Pro 15-inch or 13-inch. The only difference is when you notice strange things when you're using the brand new trackpad. Also, if you ever head into your system preferences, you may see things that ask you about force and pressure, and this is not a physics exam, this is your MacBook asking how you want to customize the Force trackpad. And that feature of user customization is a huge part of the new Force Touch trackpad. So that's the simple unboxing and first impressions, but if you'd like to see another video just on the Force Touch trackpad, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and a comment below. We also may do a video putting up the old trackpad against the new one and see how much improvement has come on the new trackpad. So thanks for watching again. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel, and as always, my name is Marco Hanna, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.